Okay, guys, it's Tim, and yesterday I said I would start posting more videos, and we talk about a lot of things, but we don't show you some of the things. And we said that we land in West End, but we leave Lake Worth, Florida, which is up here. And if you follow this over, it says Lake Worth to West End is 54.9 nautical miles, and you should steer a course of 94.2 true. And there's some variations of that because of the Gulf Stream. But anyway, this is, when you get there, this is West End in the Bahamas, and it's part of the Grand Bahama Island. So that's the course that we steer and how we get here, and that's actually 63 normal miles to people, and it normally should take you about 12 and a half hours, and that's why we leave early in the morning so we can get there mid-afternoon. This particular year it didn't work out that way. It took us over 16 hours, and that was my fault, and I want to share with you why it took us that long. And it's just one of those novice mistakes that people make, or I made anyway. We'd been coming down the Intercoastal Waterway, and there's not a lot of current, and you just put your anchor down and for the night, and then you put it back up. And when we left Lake Worth that morning, I of course pulled the anchor back in, but I didn't secure it. And that was the beginning of my mistake. And we got out in the Gulf Stream, and we had all our sails up, and we were making 6.8 knots, and we were doing great. And then we got hit by some really big wind, and we had to take our sails down, and we were just getting pounded so bad that I really couldn't go forward. And then our speed just slowed down, and when we got into, we were about into West End, and we heard this crash sound, and I just felt that we had hit something. And I had told Sandy, I said, Sandy, go down below and see if we're taking on water. And she did, and everything was fine down below. The boat was running fine. So I just thought, well, we just hit a piece of trash, out in the ocean. And we got to the West End, which is that area there. It's called Old Bahama Bay or West End. And we got tied up. People helped us get into our slip. And I'm walking around the boat, and everything looks fine. And I look where the anchor's supposed to be, and the anchor's gone, and 180 feet of chain as well. And what had happened is the pounding made the anchor jump out of its gypsy, and it just fed out. And then when we got to, when the bottom went from 5,000 feet or 600 feet, I'm sorry, it wasn't that deep, but when we got to 180 feet, that anchor grabbed hold and just ripped out of the boat, which was fine, because if it had been tied to the boat, it wouldn't have worked out too well. But we lost an anchor, and we lost 180 feet of chain. So that's just a novice mistake I made, and maybe somebody can learn from my mistake there. But that's when we talk about how we get over here. And then we head out up toward the Little Bahama Banks later on. But I just want to let you know how we get here. And so that is the story of our journey across the Gulf Stream, the Straits of Florida. Thanks for watching. Bye.